How's everybody doing? Yeah. Good. I'm very happy to be here. I don't get to perform in my home borough often. I actually grew up on Hillside and 144th Street. So this feels like home. And all the kids here belong to us, right? Just like to make sure. So, let's start with a story. She looks at life through the bottom of an empty shot glass, laughs in the faces of those that claim she's grown up too fast, as if they could understand the conditions of her past. Flashbacks to the time she stole sips of her papi's Felipe Segundo while he and his friends sat up watching Telemundo. Mommy slapped her for gyrating too hard to menudo. Every Christmas Eve, her mother would make gallons of coquito and the coconut rum would have her spiced. Enticed by the way her grandmother would sip her Coronas with lime, soon evolved into deuces of an old E by grade 9. She never bothered wasting money nor time with wine strictly 80 proof and better. As a teenager, she found that the alcohol made her wetter, made the pain feel like it would go away forever, and gave fuel to the rumor that it was easy to bed her. College gave her free rein and introduced her to men who, after a few drinks, would become her best friends. She became more common than cum stains on a frat house bed, casualties to all the bullshit games she was fed. Regrets would often flood her head before she could change her bedspread. In class, she would fantasize about remaining sober and transferring to a school that wasn't co-ed, because though she partied all the time, her heart weighed like lead. Visits home were still the same. Her parents' house was all the rave, blaring salsa and merengue. The drinks came in waves, one right after the other. And still no one could outdrink her mother. But she came close. Her mother would brag about how her daughter had never tried dope, that since the age of 18 she was encouraged to vote, and with that she'd throw another shot of brandy down her throat. And her daughter would laugh and follow her lead. It's the same game of follow the leader or be like your mother that began her dependency, that crave for liquid fire that became a need that every night she was forced to feed. So while some find comfort in church and the fact that God rules, she finds solace in wood counters and leather bar stools. Dark liquor poured into clear glass worked 20 times better than a hot bubble bath. And last night, she met a man that drank like she did. So when she ordered a Corona and 2 tequila shots, he didn't hit the ceiling. He just smiled and told the bartender to make it 2 and 4. And they sat up and drank as if they had met before. His smile left impressions on her mind that lasted way longer than it took the alcohol to make her consciousness subside. And daylight breaks. And she's not quite sure how she made it to the car. And she doesn't really remember leaving the bar. She turns around and doesn't remember driving that far. Last night's hangover lets her know that she must have been way past gone, but damn, she should still have some clothes on. Head throbbing marks of passion on her body. She turned to the left, attempting to pull on her clothes, was consequently left exposed the sticky mess of a condom, leaking on a piece of paper on the car floor. For the first time, she feels that her thighs are sore. And though she tries with all her might, she can't remember more than the smile of the man who left her a dirty condom and a note that said thank you for last night. On the spot and told me I had to do another one. Okay. I just found an organization called the Climbing Ivy Project, and it's a mentoring service for young girls worldwide. We're actually in the beginning stages, but we will be launching very, very soon, so I hope to see many of you. And this poem is pretty much where I got the idea to start this mentoring program. And it's called Ivy. My kid again. This is gonna pay for college. Enjoy. I never knew that rose that grew from concrete. I never knew that rose that grew from concrete. See me? I was more like the ivy growing on the sides of brick buildings, trading wisdom with the God strength building. Weaving in and out the brick facade, it teems with secrets. Though my roots seem shallow, I keep seeping through the chips to take hold. Beyond bold, I hang on in the toughest cold. As the wind blows on, I peep through cracks like thongs. I scale these walls like songs. My foundation has been tried and tested. There's no getting the best of me. No, I never knew that rose. Was never given in an instance of love. No friendship ever crossed me. Will not allow them to cut me off at the root, to admire me for my beauty, so I hide my scarlet intricacies in my veins and force you to worship me for my strength. I won't allow your fantasies to hold me down. Not caught up in the fashion of living that's too limiting. Refuse to choose a path, see, I'd rather branch out. I mean, why grow towards the sky when I can go side to side and embrace the many corners of my domain? Rose is a lane. Fighting hard to get trampled and tied up in a bouquet. No, that ain't for me. You could keep them streets. I'ma climb up this here like scaffolding. My purpose is much greater than just decorating. I got my start in a crack and I won't turn back. Shade doesn't fade me. Couldn't care much for the shine. Go ahead, let it rain. I'll find shelter under the lips of gutters and concrete. Watch me flutter in the wind, it whistles as it passes me by. I'm spread eagle sexy. Wind down slow and drop. Now let me see Rose grow and do that. Like growing towards the sky is difficult. Growing into yourself is spiritual. I leave that prim and proper shit for other individuals. I don't need seeds. Where I touch, their life breathes. I could care less about your attention or your affection. My intention is to reach the top first. My only thirst is for survival. So I continue to climb these walls like tribal art on Samoan extremities. I am complex. I have no time for complacency. Poor Rose. To break through concrete, to be burdened by expectations. I will not allow my limitations make themselves known to me. I want to grow more than just up. You watch her stand as I walk. Forge new paths as she grows stalks. Be admired on a table as I grow into art. No, I never knew that rose that grew from concrete. I was too busy getting over these walls. Thank you.